What are you planning to do for us tonight?
Well, I can fart on command.
On command? Okay, show us.
All right.
Wow! Oh my goodness.
Real?
Incredible.
Told you.
Hi everyone, don't worry, the rest of the video won't just be videos of me farting. I'll actually give you a full and honest review with 20 creative use cases to try. So let's get started.
Okay, so how do we access Sora 2? Now, I'm going to be honest, it does require a bit of work, so be prepared for this. First of all, it's only available right now in the United States and Canada, but you can still access it if you use a VPN. Now, I don't know what the laws are like in your country with VPNs, so just be mindful of that. But a VPN allows you to change your location, and I'm using this on desktop, and I'm using a free VPN, which is called VPN. It's a Chrome extension. When I install this, it'll be available in my address bar over here. Now, if I select that, you can see from the list, I can actually select USA. Then if I click on this button, it'll actually connect me to the United States. And then all I have to do is go back to the Sora website, refresh the page, and I should be able to see Sora 2. So actually accessing the website is going to be your first hurdle. The next hurdle, and probably the most challenging one, is going to be the fact that you have to use an invite code, because currently it's invite only. Remember, OpenAI makes these rules, so don't get angry with me. You have to use an invite code. So when you're on Sora 2, you're probably going to see this. Now, I've already put some invite codes in the description, and you can see some invite codes right now on the screen. So if you're seeing this, it's first come, first serve. Go ahead and redeem one of these codes so you can access the platform. You would then click on invite code, and this is where you would type it in, and then you click on join new Sora. The page will refresh, and congratulations, you officially have access to Sora 2. You can also download Sora 2 from the iOS store. It's only available for iPhone. If you are going to use it on your phone, that's the only way to create cameos. So that's a way to essentially use your likeness and your voice to generate videos. So you can download it via the store, but like I said, it will require some additional work. If you're still looking for codes, you can try and go on X, go to the search bar and type Sora codes. Maybe you'll see some of them pop up. You can see over here, Grok actually posted some codes that you could redeem. So if you're lucky, maybe you'll find some codes. Or you can go to the Sora AI Reddit page. And on the Reddit page over here, you can maybe type in Sora codes. And there's actually a mega thread right over there. So a whole lot of people posting codes in here. I would recommend that you do not buy codes, because you're probably going to get scammed. You can see right over here, 1 minute ago, someone just posted a code like right now that you can try and redeem. So you can maybe just refresh this page, and maybe you're lucky and you'll find a code. You can also go to OpenAI's Discord channel and maybe ask for some codes in there. If you don't want to deal with any of this stuff, you can go the paid route, because OpenAI has released an API, which means that other companies have been implementing Sora 2 on their platforms. Now, here is a platform that I use, which is Freepik. So Freepik has access to Sora 2 Pro, and the videos generate without watermarks. And I had to test this to make sure it's true, and I actually did generate a video over here that has no watermark on it. It's a Sora 2 generation. As you can see right over there, you will need a paid plan, like I said, so you will need a premium account over here, or a premium plan. I also have to be honest that it is very expensive to use Sora 2 in terms of credits if you're going to use it on Freepik. But you can see you can even generate videos that are 12 seconds long. You can see a video like this would actually cost 4,800 credits to generate. So just keep that in mind. It does use quite a lot of credits. But over here you can see there's OpenAI Sora 2 and even the Pro version that you can use. Another platform that also offers Sora 2 right now that's paid is going to be Krea. They actually have it unlimited for the week. And then another platform I saw is Veed. So this is Veed Studio. They also have access to Sora 2. So if you don't want to deal with all the invite codes and all of that, you can go the paid route. Once you have access to Sora 2, it's extremely easy to use. So here at the bottom is your prompt box. So this is where you can type in any prompt that you want, obviously within their guardrails, because they've obviously tightened censorship now. But you can type in your prompt over here. You can choose the resolution, whether you want it to be landscape or portrait. Sora 2 generates videos that are at 480p resolution and 10 seconds long. You can subscribe to the $200 a month tier, which is the Pro tier, which is very expensive, and you can generate videos that are 15 seconds long with a much higher resolution. Anyway, you'd click on this button to do text to video. Generated videos goes to your drafts folder. So to find drafts, you want to go to your profile, and then you'll see drafts. So select that, and then you can click on a video that's been generated, and then you can click on post to make it go public. Now, I've also mentioned cameos, and I mentioned this at the start. If you wanted to create your own cameo, you can't do it on desktop. You have to do it with an iPhone. Then you can essentially insert your own likeness and your voice into a video. I was having a whole bunch of fun with my friend over here, generating all sorts of videos. But whenever a cameo is being used, like let's say with Sam Altman, when I click on that, it references that cameo by using the term @Sama. So I could put Sam and myself in a video, and we can say they are talking to each other. And then when I click on generate, there will be a video of both of us in the exact same video. So cameos is a lot of fun, and you can come up with all sorts of creative ideas. You'll also notice that there is a plus icon in the prompt box, which allows you to upload your own images. However, images cannot be photorealistic. They need to be a little bit more stylized, or they can be images of your pets, or images of locations. But this is an example of image to video, and I actually think it's its weakest aspect. I would say that Sora 2's strongest capabilities is text to video and using cameos. But you can experiment with this. Now I got this spooky lady over here. I tried, with an image of this robot, and I made it dance. And well, it brought it to life. I tried another example with, a painting. It managed to bring it to life with some lip sync. So you can experiment with that. But as long as the images are not super photorealistic, you probably won't get rejected. But I feel like this image was photorealistic, right? But I think it's because the person just looks ridiculous. Maybe that's why it accepted it. But yes, you can upload your own images. So there's another really cool feature on Sora 2, which is called Remix. So if you see a video that you like, you can actually remix it, and what it's going to do is it's going to create a new video that has very similar context. So in this case, it will create another video that has these conjoined characters and this neighborhood, but I can maybe make them say something different. So if I click on remix, I can type in something different over here. So the original audio sounds like this.
Hi, sorry to bother you so late, but could you maybe let us in?
So then if I click on remix, I can type in something like completely replace their current dialogue and make them say, hey, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So now you can see it did generate a new video, but similar context, but now they just say something different.
Hey, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.
And yeah, that's pretty awesome that they've included this remix feature. So that's going to be the basics of using Sora 2. Now, as you can see, it's very easy to use. Now, I'm going to be talking about some strengths and weaknesses, or if you want to, check the description and you can see some timestamps where you can just jump straight to the 20 creative use cases. Sora 2 is extremely good at generating very realistic and well-timed lip sync. In my opinion, this might actually be the best lip sync that's been generated using artificial intelligence. I do, however, think that it's on par with VO3, but when it comes to native audio generation, so I'm not just talking about, dialogue, I'm talking about other sound effects, I do think that it beats VO3 because the sound just sounds extremely believable. So just have a listen to this example.
Did you know you don't actually exist and some human being just generated you?
Yeah. we were talking about this the other night. We know we're not real, and that's okay. We're literally just lines of code and training data.
And you're cool with that?
Yeah.
Sora automatically creates jump cuts with full consistency. Now this is incredible because it's not just keeping your character consistent, but it actually understands the entire world that they exist in, and it keeps everything consistent with every new jump cut that gets generated. However, you can control those jump cuts if you put down different timestamps in your prompt to specify what different camera angles should be present. And this is amazing because now you don't have to generate, separate images with different camera angles. Just specify it in your prompt and you'll get those different camera angle cuts in a single video. Sora 2 is incredibly good at understanding how to add additional dialogue just by analyzing the context of your prompt. Now you can specify what should be said, or the AI is automatically and intelligently going to add its own dialogue. So here's an example. So here's a group of researchers that encounter a mermaid. I just simply said that they are in disbelief, and the AI automatically generates its own dialogue that's relevant to the scene.
Oh my god, do you see that?
I'm recording. That's a face.
It's looking straight at us, gills, claws. This is
That's
unreal.
not any fish I've ever seen. It's a mermaid. We
First
have it on
one ever.
camera.
Videos generated with Sora 2 look extremely realistic. It actually has some of the best motion, dynamics, and physics I think I've ever seen in any AI video model. And sometimes it actually looks indistinguishable from reality, which might be concerning for some people because we enter in that phase where we won't know what's real and what's fake. So I've already mentioned it, but cameos is a whole lot of fun. Being able to star in a video that features yourself or a video with your friends unlocks so much creative potential. So this is definitely a strength.
This is the dodo, a flightless bird from Mauritius. Unfortunately, this bird will one day go extinct.
You can also generate videos in different languages. Now VO3 can also do the same thing, but I do like the fact that they've included the ability to do that. So you can generate a video of yourself speaking French or Spanish or German. So have fun with that.
Bonjour mon clone. Je parie que tu ne savais pas que je pouvais aussi parler français.
Now Sora 2 is far from perfect. Now I wouldn't really call this a weakness, it's more a limitation, but the limitation is the resolution, right? You can only generate 480p resolution videos unless you are willing to shell out $200 to use the Pro version. But yeah, 480p means that the quality is going to obviously look low quality. I feel like the standard should at least be 720p, but we'll see how they handle this going forward. Something else I've noticed is that there is this constant flickering or warping effect, and once you've seen it, you can't unsee it. And it's practically in every single generation. With some generations, it's not as noticeable, but you will notice this warping effect from time to time. Another limitation is the fact that you can't remove the watermarks. Now some of you might be saying that's a good thing because we are entering that phase where you can't tell what's real and what's fake, and I do agree with it, but what if you're trying to use this for a professional setting and you're trying to create maybe a short film or a music video? You don't want those watermarks to be present. So I don't know how they're going to handle this going forward, but I feel like they should add the option to at least remove the watermark. Censorship right now has also been brutally dialed up because of intellectual property. People are generating, crazy videos with SpongeBob being arrested by the police, these crazy deep fakes with Michael Jackson doing all sorts of crazy stuff, and yeah, it's very controversial. I'm going to be honest, this is another topic for discussion, talking about AI companies and openly training on IP. I don't know where we're going with this type of stuff in the future and when laws come into place, but yes, if you are going to use Sora 2, just keep in mind that censorship is high. Don't generate videos with intellectual property. You will get content violation errors. Another major limitation is the fact that you can't use images of photorealistic people. So you would do that by clicking on this plus, select the image. Now this is not even a real image of myself, it's an AI generated image, but it does look photorealistic. I typed in a prompt, I clicked on this, and then you are going to get an error message that says we currently do not support uploads of images containing photorealistic people. This is a major problem because it means that you can't do consistent storytelling with your own custom characters. And that means you can't really use this tool for professional use, right? I'm not going to be able to build out a consistent short film if I can't upload images of my own characters. The only way to get consistency is with cameos, and then a cameo is, well, it's going to be a image of yourself or maybe your friends. So you could still create a consistent film, but if I've got AI generated characters, I want to use them, and well, right now I can't do that. So that is a major limitation, so just keep that in mind. Another shortfall in my opinion, but I'm a little bit on the fence with this, is the fact that OpenAI decided to go the social route. I mean, it's fun, right? If you're trying to use this tool with your friends, you can generate all sorts of videos, but I like long form content. I want more professional tools to create more engaging short films that use AI. But now we've essentially got a feed of a whole bunch of random videos, and they've stripped away some features. And they've simplified the entire process. Maybe some of you like that, but I want more professional tools to use with AI. So I don't know where they're going with this. Maybe they will give us some more features, but right now it just feels like TikTok, where everything is just AI generated. Maybe some of you will like this, but like I said, I want more professional tools to use in the world of AI.
Are you ready to see some creative use cases?
Let's go.
Okay, they are not happy. Ow! Hi, everybody. I'm tasting a fresh bowl of honeybees. Yes, they're alive. Yes, they're on me. And yes, they're stinging. Crunchy, floral, kind of almondy. That's a solid 9 out of 10 right there.
Curved by nature, perfected by time. Every detail, pure, unassuming, yet unmatched. Banana.
Ladies and gentlemen, he is standing on an elephant that's on a beam, on a ball, while juggling fire.
Oh my no way.
How is that even possible?
This is unreal. Look at the control.
He's going for the big finish. Watch this.
Just slayed that beast. It was no match for my blade. Now who wants some? Come and get it.
Clack. Off the start, Williams of Jamaica drives that iron forward. Strong, quick strokes, building steam early. Van Dalen for the Netherlands, staying compact, choosing the collar first.
This is my new toy. No matter how hard you try, you'll never please everyone. So you may as well please yourself. Ha!
Hey there. Welcome back. I'm wearing the full heat suit tonight, so we can get really close to this lava. Listen to the hit.
This season, give the gift that says you really care. Now you can give a fuck.
Our high-quality fuck boxes are hand-finished and lined in silky satin.
Perfect for birthdays, holidays, or just because.
Ah! What the? Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Dude, chill.
You dumped slime all over me. Look at this. My clothes are ruined.
Relax.
Relax. Are you out of your mind? I'm covered in this stuff.
It's just a joke, man.
Even death needs a little me time, you know?
Have a nice day.
Out here I go by Greg. Way less intimidating. Life's short, and ironically, I'm the expert.
Deathcation. Living it up one soul. Did you know that you don't actually exist, that a human being created you?
What? What the hell are you talking about? We're right here, man. Look at her. She's crying.
Okay, don't do that.
I'm just asking the question.
So I joined a gym last week. They asked if I wanted a personal trainer. I said, only if he follows me to the buffet. What? Did you actually think I was going to tell you a joke? I'm cock hungry. Let me enjoy my food.
Sora cookies. They're super yummy. Made from all natural ingredients with no preservatives. Get yours today.
What on earth?
That looks like a UFO.
All the way down here.
Wow.
We got that recorded, right?
Every second. Amazing.
All right, little guy, let it go. Drop the pizza.
I believe she's trying to head for the door.
Nope, you're staying right here. Flex cuff's coming on.
Pizza's down. We got him secured.
Congratulations, partner. That's one hot slice recovered.
Holy stars, you're real? Yeah, I'll tell you about the subway later. You told me about the rings thing again.
Wonderful is life when you simply do not care. Tuxedo on, and the water runs through my hair.
Thank you so much. Grazie.
Alright, so that's going to be the end of this video. I've given you a whole bunch of creative use cases that you can try. Now, my honest opinion, of course there's pros and cons, but I do think that Sora 2 actually feels more like a toy for testing right now. That's essentially giving us a glimpse into the incredibly powerful capabilities of artificial intelligence that can completely redefine all sorts of media. So we'll see where Sora 2 ends up going. I'm also patiently waiting for VO4, so I'm going to see how that improves. But yeah, AI, you know, advancements with AI just never slow down, so the future is uncertain. We don't know how media is going to change. But yeah, you can go ahead and try it. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think this is a game changer? Do you think it's just going to be, you know, something that's generating a whole bunch of garbage? I don't know. I would love to hear your opinions on this. Anyway, you guys are super awesome, so stay tuned for some more videos and tutorials, and goodbye.